How you doing, Silicon Savanna? This is Mark Karaki, Impact Africa Network. Today, I wanted to kind of share some thoughts on fundraising for startups. And in Silicon Savanna, there's a lot of people who still haven't figured out what capital is for and how to actually go about fundraising and when to go and raise funds. So there's multiple different types of when you think about raising money to fund a business, I guess there's two types of funds you can get. You can get funds that are kind of friendly to you, or that don't ask you too many questions, that do not need to, they don't need you to prove anything about your business. That is friends, family, and personal money. You people who believe in you, people who care about you, and you believe in your own idea. That's the first phase. The second phase is the money that comes with a professional expectations, right? You have to actually come with a case that that money can get comfortable and can get behind. And that's the next type of financing that's out there when it comes to funding businesses. So, if you go to a bank, they have all their requirements and they have their whole processes and expectations that you have to meet. And venture capital is no different, or any other investor is no different. Any professional investor has a thesis that they use to invest and to define what is investable. And generally, what the thesis is, it comes down to if I put this money, what is the likelihood into this company? What is the likelihood that it will create the results that the entrepreneur is suggesting are possible? So what does that mean for an entrepreneur? It just means that by the time you're going to spend your time, effort, and spend other people's time when it comes to raising professional funding, you have to have a proven theory of growth. You have to have done enough experimentation and narrow down your focus into, if I get money and capital, I will do X, Y, and Z and get results A, B, C, so to speak. And it has to be something that is backed by the work that you've already been doing. It cannot be a theory. It cannot be some idea. It has to be, we've done these two things, right? And we know how to actually pull these levers and move these kind of pieces on the chessboard. And if we do these things, we've already been doing them enough, and we have the data to prove that this will actually work. That's the only time somebody will actually take you seriously about putting their money behind your enterprise. So job number one is to define a theory of growth before you actually by the time you're actually going to sit down with somebody and have a conversation about getting professional funding. And so the friends and family and friendly money, that is your opportunity to actually develop a theory of growth. That is where you experiment. That is where you define your market research. That is when you actually build your product. That's when you actually do all the work to get to a point where the thing starts to become predictable, repeatable, and now you can say, aha, this is what the business is. And so, yeah, that is just how you should think about fundraising. Anytime, if you haven't done that, I guess that's step number one. Define a theory of growth. Use the money that you can not easily, but you can access without too many questions. Define your theory of growth, and then once you have done that and you have a predictable business that you feel confident about, now you can approach professional capital and have real meaningful conversations and show these people why they should support you, because you've done the work to prove the business. So that's my thoughts on fundraising.